Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be changing the tyres on the DRZ. Tyres that are on it are at least 10 years old. They were on it when I bought it a few months ago. I've got some nice new ones to go on, some Kenda K760s, because we're going off-roading in a couple of weeks, so stick some new tyres on it. And while I'm doing this front one, I thought I'd video it and show you guys how to do it. If you're new here, my name's Sarah. I post motorcycle related content on YouTube every Friday. If you like what you see, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. Check back next week for more new content. Right, let's see how quickly we can get this done. So I'm just going to let the air out and undo the nuts on the tube. So the tyres that are on here are from 2013. Like I say, they were on here when I bought the bike, so I thought I'd swap them over. The rubber's gone quite hard. So I've let the air out, taken the nuts off the valve stem. I'm just going to push the tyre off the bead all the way around on both sides. These are my preferred tyre levers. They're the Motion Pro Bead Pro. They've got the bead breaker on one end, which is really helpful. On this tyre, it actually just pushed straight off, nice and easy. But really useful if you've got tubeless tyres. These will pop them right off. These are the longer steel versions. I've also got short aluminium versions of these in my carry kit on my bike. So with the tyre bead broken all the way around on both sides, I'm just going to use my weight. I'm just going to kneel on this side to allow the bead to slide into the hump in the middle of the rim. And I'm just going to hook under there. And careful not to pinch the tube. I'm just going to work my way around, top this tyre off all the way around here. There, I reckon one more will have it all the way off. Okay, so that's one side of the tyre off, super easy. Then I'm just going to fish the tube out of here so that we don't pinch it at any point while we're doing the rest of it. The tube in here is good. There's nothing wrong with the tube at all. So just pop that there out of the way and rescue the little cone washer. And then all we're going to do now is see if we can get this tyre off the rim the rest of the way. And there we go. One tyre off the rim, easy peasy. So there's still plenty of tread on these tyres, but they are quite old. The rubber's gone really hard on them. So they're going in the bin. You can just check the rim tape around the middle of the rim is good. On this one it is. And make sure it's seated properly and the rim is clean, which again it is. This is our new tyre, our new Kenda K760. nice and soft and compliant compared to the other one. These are not directional tyres. It's always worth checking. If your tyres are directional, they'll have an arrow on them. Make sure you put them on the rim the right way round. Just going to pop a little bit of talc inside. It'll just help the tube sit in there nicely. Help the tube slide on the inside of the tyre. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this tube inside the tyre. I just find this a lot easier way to get your valve stem into the rim, especially on the front tyres. They're very narrow. So this is my preferred method. There is a slightly increased risk of trapping the tube when you put it on the rim, but it makes life so much easier. It really does. So I'll just stuff the tube in there. There's no markings on the side walls of these tyres showing where the light point is, so the position of the valve stem is not going to matter. Now I'm just going to temporarily install the valve, and I'm going to put just a couple of PSI in the tube, just so that it sits in that tyre up out of the way of the bead. You'll see now it's filled the tyre, but I can still get the beads nice and easily. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of lubrication around the bead for the first side on the trail. On the trail you're gonna have to use what you've got. Just need the little washer that goes over the valve stem there. What I like to do is just get the valve stem through, pop one of the nuts on just to, and just pop one of the nuts on just to hold it in there while we pop the tyre on. Tyre onto the rim. I'm just going to push it as far as it will go, then I'm just going to flip it over and just use my knee just to push it on there as far as we can get it, which in this case has gone all the way on. Really easy. So that's the first side of the tyre on the rim. Sometimes you'll need to use the lever, but on these ones it's gone on nice and easily. Just going to go around and make sure I haven't trapped the tube anywhere. No, all looks good. Just going to pop a little bit of lube around this side. On the trail you can use WD-40 if you carry it in your kit. Or anything else you can get hold of, really. I am just going to leave the valve stem nuts loose, and this bit is often the trickiest bit, and that's getting your tyre started on the rim. So again, we're going to be really careful to make sure that we don't trap the tube anywhere. and then we're just going to work our way around using our knees to just hold the bead under the rim as we work round. Because otherwise it will want to pop off. It will want to pop off this side as we get a little bit further round. Now we've got that far, I am just going to take the valve out again, just to give us a little bit more room and just keep reducing the risk of us pinching the tube anywhere. So now getting to the point which is often the most difficult and the most risky, which is getting this last bit of the tyre over the rim. We're nearly there though. I reckon it's probably just about, there we go, trying to go. The real trick is keeping the bead in the hump in the middle of the rim as you go round. So that's our tyre on the rim all the way round. I'm going to pop the valve back in the valve stem. So I popped 25 psi in there for now, because I think that seated our bead all the way around anyway. So that's pretty much it. All that's left to do is just put the lock nuts on the valve stem. And then I do just, after doing that, I do just like to let all the air out again. Let that tube relax a little bit. Only 20 psi in these for the DRZ. So that's it, all done. New tyre on the rim. Nice and easy little job. Worth practicing getting your tyres on and off the rims and changing tubes at home before you have to do it trail side if you ride off road. Buy yourself some decent tools. You can get cheap ones as well, but they tend to be quite thick on the ends and quite sharp. If you're precious about your rims, Motion Pro also do rim savers, and you can get cheap ones as well, but these are a lot more resilient. Yeah, some tyres are a little bit harder to break the bead on. That's where these Motion Pro really do come in handy. So I'm going to throw this back on the bike now. I've had the whole front end apart because I've been doing the headstock bearings. I'm going to end this video, go and put this back together. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. Check back next week for more new content. Until then, ride safe and I'll see you later.